Hi, in this video I'm going to be looking at the hinge behaviour of weighing yourself. Now I think that stopping weighing yourself is absolutely essential in eating disorder recovery. And if you are just starting out on your recovery journey, or if you're a bit further down the line but you're still weighing yourself, I strongly recommend that you work on this behaviour right now, right this minute, and this is the one that you really go for to stop immediately. The problem with weighing ourselves is that it keeps us held and controlled by those anorexia or the eating disorder thoughts. The other problem with weighing yourself that I found is that you tend to do it first thing in a day. Well, many people with anorexia or any sort of eating disorder actually weigh themselves multiple times in a day, but it tends to be that it's that first thing you do when you first get out of bed. And what that means that you're doing is the second that your day starts, you're letting anorexia or your eating disorder be in control. Because I can guarantee you, whatever the number is on those scales, there will be a reason for your eating disorder to start battering you about it. So it might be that it is less than the day before, so therefore you clearly didn't stick to the rules properly, or it might be that it's more than the day before, so clearly you've got to restrict today. It might be exactly the same, and that's like, what she might want, but then ultimately that then means the rest of your day you're spent trying to think about how it stayed the same. Regardless of what it is that you're getting battered about, I can guarantee you that you're listening to this and you're nodding your head in that the second you see that number on the scale, there's a reason for anorexia to start going crazy at you. Now, there is no trick to this one. There is nothing that I can give you that's kind of phased and gradual. My experience and the experience of people that I've spoken to with this is that it really is a case of you decide to stop doing it. And you have to go cold turkey. You have to absolutely abstain from weighing yourself. Now, how you do that is you think about where your scales are and you move them, or you get someone else to move them for you, or you take a great big hammer to them. Whatever it is, you get rid of those scales. Mine used to be right in front of my toilet in my main bathroom, so there was no escaping them. So every time I went to the loo, the scales were there. As I'm telling you to move them, or I'm suggesting that you remove them from that room rather than just cover them over or try and ignore them, because if she starts battering you, or that eating disorder anorexia voice starts eating away at you, they will find any excuse for you to have to weigh yourself. So you've got to get them, out of sight, out of mind. If you can't move them, then get someone else to. So I asked my husband to do it for me, and we did, and all scales disappeared. You then know that there is going to be a spin and there's going to be a struggle. You know that. But in order to recover, the whole point of recovery is that we are doing something, we are actively engaging in a process that's going to make us well and healthy. So yes, you are going to have a spin, and yes, chances are you're going to struggle with the idea of now not being able to weigh yourself, but you can get through it. And you just either have to go down your distraction techniques or set yourself up a routine so that you're not doing that bathroom weigh thing first thing on the morning. But that's hinge behaviour number one for me. The second you can stop weighing yourself means that you can then start to think about starting your day without being determined by that number. Now, I know some people are going to be watching this and you're currently getting weighed by healthcare professionals. If that's the medical path that you're on, then that's the medical path for you to stick to. But you can talk to your healthcare professionals as to how that triggers you or how that is difficult for you to see. I remember having a conversation with mine and I just stopped getting weighed. Now, I was healthy. I'd got over the danger zone, so it was easier for them to say to stop getting weighed. But it might be a conversation for you to have with professionals. Is it absolutely vital that you are weighed? You can get away and have it blind weighed. You don't need to necessarily know what that number is, because it's not about changing your size or your shape or anything like that. It's about the actual number. So the anorexia loves numbers, so you're just giving them something else to be able to feed on. There's a pun there for you. So number one, hinge behaviour number one, to stop right this minute, stop weighing yourself. I'll see you soon for some more hints and tips from my lived experience of my eating disorder recovery.